With the economy the way it is and high interest rates, should I cut up my credit card? But before I do, let me discuss the facts with you. I'm Adrian from Adrian's Avenue, and I talk about things that are rich, relatable, and relevant that will help you make better decisions. Let's jump right into this one. One of the first things that you may be wondering is if I am an advocate for or against credit cards. And I will let you know that I am for credit cards. I have 2 credit cards that I hold. However, I use them in a special and unique way. I've had credit cards since I was in my 20s. And one thing about credit cards that I didn't like when I first got them is paying interest to that bank or whoever owns the credit card. If you charge something, you don't pay it off in full, you have to pay interest. I hate paying interest on anything. So I decided a long time ago, over 30 years ago, that I was not going to pay interest on a credit card. So what I did is to make sure that when I get the bill in, that credit card is paid off every month. And for the last 30 years, you all, I have not paid interest to a bank or anybody else that holds that credit card. That credit card that has their name on that credit card, I don't pay interest to any of those people. So it can be done. Don't let anybody fool you. I've done it for the last 30 years. Never missed a payment, never paid a spot of interest on these cards since I made my mind up that I was not going to do it. Now, realistically, I know and understand that for the large majority of you all, you pay interest on your credit cards. You hold a balance on your credit cards and you pay sometimes only the minimum every month on that credit card. And if you were to add up how much interest you're paying, the thing that you think you're getting on sale, you're not getting it on sale. You're actually paying more for it because you buy a pair of shoes, and if it takes you 12 months to pay it off with that interest, sometimes the interest is 15, 16, 20, 25% interest on that. So whatever the balance is, you're paying interest on that. And if you don't pay it off at a certain time by the end of the month in full, they will charge you interest on it. So you want to take a look at that and add up how much interest that you're paying on it, because the things that you think you're getting on sale, you're not getting them on sale. So be real with yourself. The money is about addition and subtraction, and the numbers don't lie when it comes to this. Now, some of the good things that matter about credit cards is the number one thing is convenience. You can carry this plastic in your wallet without having to carry cash. If you're traveling, you don't have to carry a lot of cash, and so it's safer for you to carry this card in your wallet, and you can pull it out and charge as you see fit to buy things. So convenience is one of the big factors as far as carrying a credit card. Another good thing about a credit card is that whatever you charge today is the payment is delayed sometimes for 30 days or until your next statement comes in. So you do have a certain amount of time that you don't have to pay it right away. And so if your money is in the bank or wherever it is, it can still gain interest while you're waiting for that bill to come in. Now, once the bill comes in, you have to be sure that you have that money available, that you can go ahead and write that check or draw it from your bank account and pay it off in full. And this is the method that I've been using for over 30 years of paying my credit cards off in full. The truth of the matter about credit cards, at least the ones that I use, is that they do offer rewards and benefits. And I know some people try to minimize the rewards and benefits, saying that the millionaires don't care about rewards and benefits, and they may not. But to me, money is money. And with these rewards and benefits that I'm not paying interest on all year long, I can usually buy my whole Christmas budget with the number of rewards and benefits that I'm getting. How do I do that? If I have a utility bill that I would be normally writing a check for, everything goes on my credit card. So I'm not adding things that I would normally pay for on a monthly basis to my credit card. These are things that I would normally pay for anyway, but I would either write a check or draw them right from my bank account. This way, I will get the benefit of it going through my credit card company and raising the amount, earning more rewards with it. However, the benefit also of not paying interest on it. It's a game that you need to learn how to play if you're going to handle credit cards. I handle them the safe way, the way that profits me when it comes to credit cards. Sometimes I get $500, $800 a year, and that's more than enough to take care of my Christmas budget for that year. So it's beneficial to me to not pay interest and get this extra money from the credit card companies. Do it the right way and you can win every time. Now, if you have a credit card or not, hit that like button and that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on the latest information as it becomes available to you. And share this one out about the credit cards. Now, it's no secret that credit cards will help you build credit history. And for those who may be looking to use their credit score and credit history in the future to buy a house or a car, this will be to your advantage if you pay your credit cards on time. Every time you will build your credit history up. Those are some of the factors, how much credit you have and if you're paying it on a regular basis. So this is one way that you can build your credit history up. I would ask you to read the fine print because some of these credit cards will offer you protection on your online purchases. And so make sure you read the fine print, what you can get just in case you charge something and something goes wrong, you can get a certain amount of protection for that. Since you can get a monthly statement on these credit cards, it can help with your budgeting as you're budgeting because you have line items of how you're spending your money. You don't have to write anything down on a piece of paper. You actually have it on your credit card statement, how the money was spent. And so you can go when you get your statement in or print it down from their website, you can go and see how much money you're spending in different categories and help you with the budgeting process. So this is another way that credit card statements and credit cards will benefit you financially. Now let's talk about the downsides of a credit card. Number one, the credit card, if you don't know how to use it, can get you into real big trouble because if you purchase things and you don't have the money to pay for it and you continue to purchase things and that amount continues to go up, it will work against you. It'll work against you because the interest that you're paying on that credit card is going to be very high. And so you're going to end up paying more out of your pocket than what you actually purchased that item for. The next thing, if you miss a payment on a credit card, it will affect your credit history in a negative way. This is something that you don't want to do. If you do not know how to handle a credit card and how to use them, I suggest you leave them alone. Don't use them. Don't get into them because you need to know how to master your money as well as master these cards before you use these credit cards. And I know some folks will say, use a debit card. A debit card will draw the money directly out of your bank, so there is no delay on that. Most debit cards, none that I know of, will give you any rewards or anything like that. I'm not saying that a debit card is bad. I have debit cards also, and I use my debit cards. But whatever I use is for my benefit financially, regardless of what anybody says. I pocket the money and I make more money when I use my credit cards. And so if you are a fan of using debit cards and cash only, I would say continue to do that. You know, in this economy, whatever works for you. I know what works for me and I know what's been working for me for the past 30 years. And I'm happy about taking advantage of using a credit card and not paying those banks or whoever's name's on the credit card any interest. I take real good pride and joy in not paying interest to those institutions. So here's the bottom line. If you can use credit responsibly, not build up a lot of debt, and control your spending, understand the terms and conditions of your credit card, you can use these credit cards successfully. And the question is, will I cut up my credit card? Absolutely not. I'm enjoying the benefits of using a credit card.